They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called Leathernecks. They've been called Devil Dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
During the Big Seafood Festival, come in for our biggest seafood of the year, rock lobster tail, king crab legs, and try the biggest shrimp we've ever served, colossal shrimp. At Red Lobster, come see what's fresh today.
College basketball on FSN brought to you by Joe's Sports and Outdoor and by Lithia Assured Cars and Trucks. Simple, easy, count on it. Double dipping here at the University of Washington. Are we not, Brad Adam? Hello, Brad Adam. Seahawks won their playoff opener this afternoon at Quest Field, and the number of people in the house here were at that ball game as well. Got a technical issue. We'll get down to Brad Adam. Can you hear me now, B?
Brian, I got you. And this is not the only sold-out big game in the Seattle area today. Of course, a lot of Seahawks fans in the stands tonight, going from Quest Field where the Seahawks beat the Redskins, making the game tonight. How do you get to both? Well, this one young man told me his story. He got dropped off at Quest Field about 1:30, took the bus to a parking ride, got here just in time for tip, took off the Seahawks garb, got on the UW sweatshirt, and he is ready to go, hoping to see both of his teams win tonight, Brian.
Brad, that last guy we saw, his buddy just called him and said, dude, you're on TV. Second half shooting in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Weaver going to work on Pondexter. +1. What a strong move by Kyle Weaver.
Good play. They came back. They got a foul before on Morris with the post-up. This time a different type of post-up. Jerry, you see him. Good, strong, a lot of moves.
Weaver shooting 51% on the season coming into the ball game. 4 of 11 tonight. He has only shot below 50% in the game for the first 12. Washington, meantime, has made its last 6 field goal attempts.
Well, Washington State is shooting better this half, 53.8. The trouble is Washington is shooting 72% this half, so real turnaround for both teams.
Washington State remains this season, as they were last, a very strong second half team, and Koprivica is called for leaning in on Pondexter. As Pondexter went to receive that lob pass, Nikola Koprivica is charged with the personal foul, his second.
Yeah, they were both banging each other. That's always tough as an official. You know, when do I make the call?
Appleby catching, shooting, and scoring. Appleby with consecutive three-point baskets. Now we ride the seesaw. Washington by 3.
Great pick by Wallace. Might have moved a little bit, but not enough to get caught. But enough to get Appleby wide open.
Harmeling trying to respond, and he does.
Brian, did they put 2 different teams out here the second half than they had the first half?
David Harmeling, 2 out of 3, all beyond the 3-point arc. This is a guy who had some great games against Gonzaga, the win at Arizona. Only 4 out of 9 in 3 games against Washington, but that doesn't matter to him. He helped the Cougars win all 3 last season from the Huskies. Pondexter exploring. Koprivica refuses to yield. And Pondexter, as long as Calgill screened Brockman away from the rebound. Weaver tries to finish. 4 out of 12 his night. Appleby hits the deck, and Brockman comes up with his 13th board.
And Weaver wanted to try and take advantage of Appleby's height. Appleby did a good job of keeping his body right between Weaver and the basket.
With the Huskies in position to make this a 2-possession game, Lorenzo Romar wants time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he wanted to discuss there, but boy, both teams are playing great. I'm telling you, they're shooting better, but here's how Washington likes to double. I mean, Washington State, they double with the big, and the weak side man's got to drop down there. Now, there's nobody to hit. Now he's going to expand back out. The big has to get back to the basket. That's how they want to double you. They double with big on big. Weak side really has to rotate well to plug up any kind of holes in that kind of a double team. A lot of teams will come down off the top, but what that does is it gives you a good outlet release. When you come with a big, you can keep the top guard on his man, and there's not really a great release if you cover that diver.
5 today, 5 next Saturday, starting with the Cougars at UCLA. Tony Bennett says thanks a lot. 3 road games to start the Pac-10 season. We'll get the Huskies in Pullman. Final game of the regular season. Washington State is 1-13 in Pac-10 road openers. Their only win here in Seattle 20 years ago. John Brockman spinning, reversing, scoring.
And that's why they like to double team the post against a guy like Brockman. Good spin, came all the way across, used the rim to help protect the shot.
Harmeling thought about it for just a moment. He's hit a couple three-pointers here in the half. Cowgill gets Brockman to leave his feet and then drives strong. The circle route around an off-balance Brockman to score. Cowgill now with his first points of the night.
And you don't see many guys that size coming that far to drive all the way to the basket.
Give Harmeling an assist on the steal. Up the floor to Lowe. He scores.
I'll tell you what, Richesky ran that just right. He did not give that ball up until he got Appleby to commit, because Appleby would have taken a charge if he could on either man.
Cougars' first lead since this game was 8 minutes old. Appleby trying to get it back and is a little bit long. The scramble, Wallace saves it for Denman. Has the rub from Brockman and knocks down the 3 ball. Justin Dittman has only been shooting about 30% in the 6 games since he went to the bench and out of the starting lineup, but a huge long distance dial up there. It has become the stanza of the long ball, and everybody's making them, and Washington will take time to 30 as they come away with the ball in a 1-point lead.
I thought Harmeling got tripped a little bit on that drive. Nothing you could see, but Pondexter's foot might have caught him. Lost the ball.
For the night, the Cougars are shooting 41%, only 3 out of 12 beyond the arc. 55% is what Washington is shooting, but the Cougars can turn a game in a hurry in transition.
And that's the way you run the break. You make the guy commit. You know, you don't